Say a little prayer for the people you know but you don't know are suffering, for your friend who doesn't speak about their feelings, for your neighbour you hear shouting every evening, for your colleague always running late to meetings. We don't know what people are going through, so save the judgment and just say a little prayer. Say a little prayer for the people you don't know but you know are suffering. You may not know their names, but they have a story. Don't let them be reduced to statistics. Ignorance is bliss, but the world is far from blissful. And we all have a part to play in saving it, so say a little prayer for the babies born into poverty, for the childhoods plagued by pain, and the adults who've already accepted it as normality. Innocent people are dying, whether due to the wars in Syria, the concentration camps in China, or the slave trades in Libya. The atrocities happening in Palestine, Congo, Uganda, Nigeria. The list is endless. You might feel far removed, but it takes all of us, because toxic individualism is a threat to all of us. Take COVID-19. How ironic that it highlighted a sense of unity which disappeared just as quickly as it came, because people were protesting against the masks used for protection, and at the same time the people protesting about lives being taken by the police were being deemed as the problem. It's fair to say that priorities are skewed. Governments using people to power the wealth of the economy but not valuing the power in the health of the people. In this society's food chain, you'll be applauded one day and reminded why you're replaceable the next. Because fame is fleeting and money can go in an instant. But what's your heart saying? Do you ever ask yourself how you're making this life a little bit better for someone else to be in? We're a generation of problem solvers, yet we persist to create problems for each other, and we wonder why the world is dying. Say a little prayer for the earth, it's dying and we're all holding the gun. Injustices will arise as sure as the sun, but our silence may as well be the trigger. We need to do better. Because once we all realise things don't have to be this way, that with more love we can become the lights of hope on someone's shadow, and show up for people a little bit harder. We'll all say our little prayers, and God might just answer.
National Poetry Day, everyone. I thought I'd share a quick poem about what writing means to me and how I rediscovered poetry after years of not writing anything and thinking that I wasn't any good and I didn't know what I was doing and that poetry was for other people and not for me, and I was just wasting my time. Maybe I'm still wasting my time, but I'm having a lot more fun these days, so I hope you enjoy. I've never had the arrogance to think my words were meant to last. No publication's prominence to cradle my creative craft. Imagination's efforts each immortalised in print, or any words deserving prominence and etched in ageless ink. There's no anthologies awaiting me with anxious bated breath. No editorial assemblies my absence leaves bereft. I'm still on no one's ones to watch list, and still no one knows my name. I used to be an up-and-coming star, but never really came. I tried a stint of self-promotion, posing prone on open mics and seeming every inch the showman while my knees were weak with fright. I put on quite a good performance, showed my competence a range, and then be instantly forgotten when the next act came on stage. I tried applying for assistance from a draft of different sources, sought advice from tenured teachers on creative writing courses, bought portfolios to poets I admired, seeking solace who dismissed each work as worthless, but were only being honest. So for years I stumbled clumsily in search of inspiration, my imagination atrophied by failing mental health, until one day it simply dawned on me. To hell with writing poetry for glory or an audience, I'd just write for myself. So instead of penning epics meant to capture social zeitgeist, I tried scribing a few lines about whatever topic spoke to me. Sometimes this meant a protest piece on politics provoking me, and sometimes something stupid just to touch on subjects jokingly. Eventually I thought to share some work on social media, and feedback came so fast it seemed reaction was immediate. A cavalcade of compliments and pure appreciation, just a stable space to write in with no pressing expectations. Flushed by finding inspiration, I've become somewhat prolific. There's new poems flowing daily which I'm giving real thought to. Whether following a writing prompt or drawing on what interests me, I write because I want to, not because I think I ought to. Now it doesn't really matter if nobody reads my writing. I'm inspired and excited even if no one else knows it. I've the drive to be creative on an every daily basis, and the pride to smile widely and say, yeah, I am a poet.
Poetry Jam. Make some noise. Okay, 2 people. Poetry Jam, make some noise. Everybody say inside. There we go. Just checking the 90s babies and all that. Hey everybody, welcome to Poetry Jam. Welcome to people online as well. My name is Tom and I'm joined today by Shumi. Make some noise for Shumi, please.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Shumi, this is your first time doing Poetry Jam. How are you feeling so far? It's your first time up in this little building space. Tell us a little bit.
I'm feeling super excited.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got a beautiful crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone looks stunning. Sensational.
Yeah,
That's my favorite word.
Sensational.
Yeah. Sensational.
Okay, and tell us one thing that people need to know about you. We're going to get to know each other a bit tonight, but maybe just give us something really interesting or something that you love.
Do you know what? This has been my fun fact since I've been young, since it happened. But I was once on Tracy Beaker, and if you're a real one, you'll know what that show is. So.
Ooh, okay. Early Tracy Beaker or you get a round of applause, you know.
Yes. Someone out there knows. But yeah, midway, basically it was in Cardiff, and I'm from Wales, and it was in the park, so there's a little scene of me and my sister and my cousin running in the background with tennis rackets.
Mad.
It made my life.
Wow. 2 minutes of fame. Come on, put that on your CV. Okay. Autographs. We've got some time in the middle of the show. Approach Shumi and just get that photograph there for you. Put your hands up if it's your first time here at Poetry Jam tonight. Okay, whoa,
Wow.
Jeez. Okay, can we make some noise for people that are new? I know it's most of the people here. And then put your hands up if you've been here before.
Got some emojis.
And then make some noise for people that have been here, holding it down. Come on, put some respect on their name. Okay, well, a few things just before we start. If you want to follow anything that's happening, if you're going to share some photos, take some really cool videos of the artists, we want you to tag and follow us at Beat Freaks. So it's at Beat Freaks, that's BEATFREEKS. I'm talking to you at home as well. Shumi, we've got a little competition as well.
We have got a little competition going on.
Tell us about that.
If you can upload a picture and at Beat Freaks and hashtag Poetry Jam, you will be in with a chance of winning a £20 Just Eat voucher. And food is everything, so.
Shumi, they don't want that, because if they wanted that, they would have gone,
ooh! It wasn't given what it needed to give.
Shumi, what would you, if you had a £20 gift voucher, Just Eat, what are you going for?
Oh, it actually has to depend on the vibe. But right now I'm craving a Five Guys. So maybe I'm leaning into Five Guys.
I'm the Nando's.
Oh,
I'm the Nando's, yeah. I've got my wings.
The question is, what level of hotness are you going?
I'm not in the kiddie pool. I'm just letting you know about that. I'm hot. I'm hot. That's just. I try and embrace that in every sense of me. So I got to do that for the food as well. So you could be in a chance to win that. We want to treat you guys. So if you tag us in at Beat Freaks, follow us as well. We're going to announce the winner near the end. Okay, so all the formats out of the way. We know what you're here for. This is Poetry Jam. If you haven't been here before, this is a chance for you to come and express yourselves. Poetry Jam, it started off by setting a space up in a business district area, and we've got a similar setting as well. Places where young people don't always hang about, young adults, people that want to express themselves. This is your space. It's unfiltered. So you might hear things that are a bit maybe sensitive or emotional. If you are performing, it'd be great just to give people a trigger warning. We're going to ask people to keep it around the 3-minute mark for poetry. We don't want the whole life story. I know that's a challenge for some people. I know that's a challenge. I know you got your album that you want to drop, but this ain't the place. All right? You might get that hook from me. But we want to respect everybody. We've got a lot of acts here tonight, and I think we've got some space in the halftime just to sign up if you haven't done already. Is that clear? Has everyone understood what's going on? Give me a mm-hmm. Is that right? Okay. Let's go for the first act. Shumi, do you know who's got first?
I believe we have Sai coming up first. I really hope I pronounce it.
Is that the back?
Oh, I see a little finger. Oh, no. Oh, Shaq.
You got Shaq going first. Okay. Can we make some noise for Shaq, please, wherever you are? Okay, you can do a bit better than that. He's giving the... Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
I didn't expect to be first, apologies. And I don't usually dress like this. I come from work, so I'll get into it. One links to another, forming a chain. You can call him my brother, we weather the rain. One complements the other, so no need to change. Pass it to a cousin or my mother, starting a flame. We no longer have to suffer. Gone are those days. Everybody eats, I believe is the phrase. The word success should have people in it. Enough to form a united team, making us prolific so we can be independent, with the reach covering the north, east, south, west, but still centered. Creating healthy cycles, making relationships with rivals, allocating titles in reaching distance of your idols. With each growing and knowing how to play their role and playing it well. And if they fail, the support network will travel to hell and back to get them back from where they had fell. Willing to win, willing to give. Time and energy towards synergy, like the legs of a centipede, all working together intelligently. Securing the meal to feed every part of me, as every part of me is connected through past and present. The reference of a leech is just a perception. If you feed them right, they can be used as a weapon. The greatest weapon is peace, and I pray each party receives a piece. What is democracy? When it is used as a monopoly, meaning you can be bought if you're not with me. Who's stopping me from lending a hand? Remember, everybody has a choice. We don't have to be opposites, unless you're on the other side paddling, offering a new idea of a metropolis and what its purpose is, making your intentions purposeful. And when you make it, I pray you give back to us all. Everybody eats. Thank
you. Nah, come on, you can do a bit better than that. Come on. You lots are playing about here. Come on.
He said he wasn't ready to go first, but I felt like that was the way we needed to start. That was sensational.
Sensational. Shaq just said...
You will be saying that by the end of the night.
He said, you know what, out of office, I've come here to mash. I love that. I appreciate that. Did it in his work clothes and all that. I love that. I love that. One thing that we forgot to mention, actually, so for those who haven't been here or been in this kind of environment before, if you find something deep, this is spoken word, you're going to hear maybe some rap or something different, anything creative. If you find it deep or you're connecting with it, we don't clap that much. We wait for the end for the round of applause. We like to just do some clicks because I don't know who made up that rule, but I like it. I click all the time now. So if you find something deep, if you're connecting with it, if you're vibing with it tonight, let them know. Like clicks just help them. That's the sauce. That's the flavor. All right. Okay, we're ready for our next act. Shumi, tell us who is coming up next.
I shall tell you who's coming up next.
This is how we prepare.
We have Anna next, I believe.
Anna Van Crayon, come up. A legend in the building.
Hi, everyone. This is my first time back since before the pandemic. A lot has happened during that time. I've published a book. Thank you. Really proud of it. I did it independently. It was a lot of hard work and a lot of stress, but it's here and I love it. And I've also had a baby, so thank you. So I've created two things that I'm really proud of. And I'm going to plug it. I've got some copies with me, so if you get like a vibe of what I'm doing, come see me and I'll sort you out with a copy. I've been coming Beat Freaks for ages, so a lot of these pieces I've already performed here. And I think I've done this piece before, but I like it and it shows my vibe, so I'm going to go with this piece. It's called Arabic Love. I'm nervous as hell. I seem to have misplaced my face. I miss the place where my face was last seen. The scene you face miscalculates this place, where anxiety always got me ready to leave with strong abilities to execute the excuse for my exit cue. The explanation cue, too long to cut through, the cutthroat conversation, long before the vocal condensation evaporates. Sorry you've missed the opportunity to elaborate. Volcanic eruptions dissipate with my fire escape. I wish I reciprocated what you feel for me. If only it was that fucking easy. The look in your eyes fails to disguise. I see the sea sparkle underneath sun-soaked skies. But colours no blushing between my thighs. Only monochrome vibes of melancholy times shadow tonight's tides. Tsunami sighs destructively overrides foundations once thought to be strong. Oh, how wrong I was to assume I was the boss of the blueprint design for the mind, or the safety regulations for quality correlations between situations and emotions. A conversation disappearing magic trick. But like an old dog, you can't convert me, son. Still dissing my appearance, still appealing for differences, downloading apps to differ this, all whilst trying to insist strength lies within and beauty isn't just skin deep. Yet the lowdown is weak at the core, a seedless apple to continue no more, but that's not true. I wrote that before the baby. Gravity pulling fruit to the floor. I used to have a strong jawline, now I've drawn a strong line between self-love and false pride. Softly treading along the tightrope, balancing changes and hope for growth. Thank you.
Wow.
Amazing. She said not only a book, but a baby as well.
Make sure you hit up Anna Van Crayon. Anna, give us another wave just in case I forget where you are. We've got some half time, a little bit of a break. Hit her up, and it's nice to see some returning faces. I've seen a few people that have been here from day dot, from when we were back in the cafe off Cornwall Road, like not too far from around there. Good to see some faces and some returning people. We've got the next person. They were featured some stuff online because they couldn't come last month, and I'm so glad they're here tonight. They're looking fresh. She's looking clean. Can we make some noise for Marvi, please? Now, hold up. Come on. And online as well. Come on. Don't play with me.
It's been a long time. I can't believe it. COVID messed everything up for us, isn't it? I'm just going to go straight into it. Got a poem called Clarity. Clarity. I'm looking at what my heart had to see. Silhouettes of my past are passing me so passively. I've got my shadows asking me, what is it that you wanted from your fantasies? And it's weird because I don't have an answer. Because this life is going way too fast for me. There isn't a moment I could say that I've lived happily. I've been caught up in all of this agony always after me, stirring up some kind of shit that affects me and my family. It's like I'm trying to write up a story with a pen that has no ink. Like someone who's lost their voice and they're out here trying to sing. My heart hasn't got it anymore. It's hit an iceberg and it's about to sink. When once upon a time it used to be in sync. And now, today, in this moment, I no longer know why I'm even in this. The poetry used to flow from my mind like streams in dreams with ease and with peace. It would fill up pages with colourful scenes, drawing up pictures with words so creatively seamed. It seems I've lost the ability to perceive the perceived in the ways that I could see, write what I was seeing. I used to bring out the world I visualized in my head, give it life with the words I composed in a spread across the lines of an A4 pad that was white and it was dead until I had fed it with whatever was going on in my head. So you could see it too, the realities I'm seeing through. They called me poet, but I just arranged my words differently, constructed my sentences with messages that spoke with decibels without decimals, through 100 crevices. And yeah, maybe sometimes it was instantly, but the rhymes from my mind I would compose into every line. They were of my very essences. And it seems to be in this time, I can't find my words under the tree like where the present is. It seems I underestimate what a blessing is. Thank you very much.
Wow. Aren't you appreciating just like the diversity and just like the variety? No? Is it just me? No? Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Come on. Tell us who's the next.
I believe it's Andy Smith.
Come on down. Hey. And can we just appreciate the outfit as well? We're not playing around here, you know. It's not a joke thing.
Hello. I'm not sure if that's... Is that okay? Yeah. I've not done this before, so... where are we? Right, okay. Yeah, so life is full of negatives, like all the time, and one of the most powerful things that you can do is try and channel them into positives. So I experienced something negative and I'm channeling it into a positive right here. That's not the poem. It's gonna stop. Sorry. Okay. You ducked and you dived, got fouled over 100 times. When I heard the news, I wanted to cry. When I saw you holding this shirt, I wanted to rip out my eyes. Why is it that we still get surprised when they jump at the allure of dollar signs? I guess even the most loyal man can be bought for the right price. I therefore renounce all interest in the modern ball-kicking mess. I guess you are a true villain after all, so good luck and well wishes with your evil scheming. Fuck you, Jack Grealish.
What an ending. What an ending.
Jack Grealish, I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching.
Amazing, amazing. So make sure you're still tagging us at Beat Freaks so we can see all of your lovely posts. Mm-hmm. But I believe the next person is Holly D.
Hey! Come on. Come on. Take this, I've got a question for you because you came in just like you're just casually rolling through. Where are you from? You're not from here, are you?
No, I'm from Southend. So I've come up special for today.
And you didn't tell me you're performing. You just come like you're just coming to watch, but you're performing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pressure.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing here now. I just needed to ask because I felt like you deceived me. But you know. Make some noise.
Hi. Can you all hear me okay? I lost my voice this week, so I'm a bit husky. So I'm just going to go with it. This piece is called Glue. When people ask, who are you who? Well, I say, call me Glue, that's who. I'm the friend, sister, daughter, but you ought to call me Glue because I'm the go-to. I'm the one that holds shit together. Could be yours, theirs, my mum who lives upstairs, and I'm proud to say I can hold together my own shit. Well, for a bit. You see, I have this game face. Some call it emotional armour. I think it's karma, the way certain things stick to me, like sadness and drama. My friends will tell you that I'm that listening ear in a gale force wind. I'll keep you safe in a storm, but I will tell you if your behaviour is not the norm, but I promise to hold that umbrella for you until it stops raining, because it always does. And I know you can't predict when it will start again, so until then, I help you glue back together those pieces that were broken. It's only a token. I can't promise it will hold like super glue, but it will hold for now if you want it to. Everyone's glue grows tacky and weak if it's left out in the rain, but too long and there'll be cracks of pain. You lose your form in the storm, pieces get torn, but when your edges start to pull apart, you come to me because I can turn trauma into art. I've got glue and glitter for that part. I often feel like this weather forecaster because I can predict a disaster, but my weatherproof protection, it's not a long-term solution. Only you can stop your exposure to the pollution. And it's not an ideal proposition, but glue can require some adult supervision. There's no shame. If it were me, I really hope you do the same. So this brings me back to glue because I'm always the go-to. Invisible, reliable, undeniable strength, glue. Just as hospitals use glue to seal up wounds, I'll seal that tear on your cheek with a kiss. I'll wrap my arms around you in fragile tape and help you hold it together, even though I know when I leave, you're going to go straight back out into that weather, and I have to tell myself your hurricane can't last forever. But it hurts watching. So to all you out there who care and identify as glue, I salute you, whichever side of that forecast you stick to, because many of us were actually hiding behind our lipstick, sticking a smile on a face with a prick stick, feeling if you sound just short of a picnic, your family at home are taking the wick, your boss at work is actually a prick, you're following social media, it's making you sick, but we need to share our glue with each other, that's the trick. I just hope this message will stick. Because everything runs out, even glue. But just because your edges have started to peel away, that's not to say everything you've achieved up to now isn't okay. You just need a reapplication, be it a weekend vacation, hot chocolate in a mug, or your best friend's hug. But remember this, whether you're feeling sad, ill, or you simply want to chill, you come to me for your refill. Thank you.
That made me feel all warm inside.
You know when it's that good, you vex. Like, you know when you're just actually annoyed? Yeah. That's how good it was. I feel like we should have, like, that needs a wheel up, you know. That's one of those ones where you're like, yes, come back again. If you want to watch it again, luckily we are live streaming it and it is being recorded. So check us out on YouTube because that is the first thing that I'm going to do. There's been too many good acts to recall. Okay, we want to keep it moving. And I was just trying to see if we had some spaces on the sign-up sheet. We're actually full, but I'm going to see if we can make a way just to squeeze one or two. I see some faces that haven't signed up, so I might make a way for them. Okay, we are going to move on very swiftly. This person is a regular at Poetry Jam. They are somewhat of a Poetry Jam legend here. Always just very bubbly, and just, you know what, I'm going to let them do the talking. Can we make some noise for Mickey Angel, please?
You made me blush. You honestly did, Tom. I was expecting that. Right, poetry, fuck. Hi, everyone. Sorry, my mind is literally mush because of, like, literally everyone's poetry that was on earlier and, like, the fact that I got called a Poetry Jam legend. I made it, Mom. She's probably watching this later, but never mind. Okay. I can't see without the glasses. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so the poem that I've got in mind for tonight. I was actually really thinking about what poem to go for, because I have a good few poems I was thinking of, but they're unfortunately on my tablet, and my tablet is known for being a bit buggy. That I would want to have on my phone, but it's recording the whole thing, so yeah, there's that. So, yeah. So this one I actually made on the Homegrown 31 Poetry Workshop that was actually on yesterday. I only said it because I actually have two friends in the room right now who are actually part of that workshop. You know who you are, Elliot and Brad. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is a trigger warning for this one. It's related to negative mental health, suicide, and death. Just a heads up. This is called, This Is What Happened the day after the Suave Angel died. It started off like any other day. I woke up, went to my phone, used the toilet, and had breakfast. But I got reminded shortly after of the straw that not only broke the camel or Angel's back, but crushed their spirit too. Announcing their farewells to the family of poets and creators and vowing to never return again. I'll turn the page. Not out of anger, but of both sadness and acceptance. Because they can't go down this route anymore, especially if they can't trust anyone or even themselves. Nor make stuff that makes them happy in the past, but not anymore, with their battles they go through daily, with them making the person exhausted beyond human limitations. And never trusting themselves to tell anyone of fear, instead let it all, instead wait till it smothers them and they never wake up again. No matter what anyone says, this will always be the right thing to do. Because they thought they had it all, but in truth, they had nothing. No one as well. Now here I stand, with a burning bin to dispose of all the evidence, so no one will ever see them again. Because as of December the 31st, 2021, the name, Mickey the Suave Angel, is dead. Adieu.
Now, come on. You know. Put some respect, man.
So good.
Let's keep things moving. We want to
get everyone in.
Yep.
So I believe the next person is Samuel Taylor.
Come on. Make some noise.
Hello, everybody. I'm fairly new to all of this. I've never read a poem in front of anyone, so bear with me. Okay, my poem is about identity, and I think a lot of us have struggled with it, so I thought, I guess I'd just share it, so, okay. Identity theft, accused by all sides. Ebony is never me, I stand, a weathered shade of ivory. 6 foot male, IC3, undeserving of his dignity. Tokenized, fetishized, translucent are my neighbor's eyes. My heritage commodified, they modified what we defined. Integrate and you'll be lauded. Shun your roots to be applauded. Melanated and proud, is that allowed? While all you hear is black and loud. October is a relief for many, the month we finally get a penny for our thoughts already assumed. Identity to be consumed. Identity theft, or at least theft of what is left. Thank you.
What a debut.
Wow. One of the things that I love about Poetry Jam is that it can always just feel new, whether you've been here for like a long time and you bring in your newest piece, but those magic moments where this is like, it's my first time I've ever performed for anybody, this is my first ever written poem. These are the moments, and it's so good. If you're watching online, it's great that you're catching it, but when you're in the room, you just catch that kind of like, you catch a bit of the nerve, you catch the rawness, just the heart in it as well. It's good, right?
Amazing.
Oh, I thought it was just me, you know. Amazing. Okay, so the next person that we've got, I can't remember who it is.
I'll have a look.
I think it's Bradley.
I believe, yes, Bradley Blue.
Bradley. Where are we looking for? Where are we? Right at the back, come on. He's got the artist vibe, isn't he? He looks like a serious artist. Can we just make a round of applause for this suit? Because the corduroy.
Hello. I was so nervous to come here. My first ever time, but I count my own. It's just been so lovely as soon as I walked in the door, so thank you. This is called The First Time I Laid a Man to Rest. It was messy. Our sweat was holy water. Our lips sailed to new continents. Those islands between our breaths were all perfect to be stranded on. But we had places to be. We were to rename our boats in the middle of the sea. I remember thinking, I shouldn't be thinking right now, of homophobic family members, but I am. And then I cheered, which he took as a gift home with him and pulls out of his drawer every now and then, or so he tells me. Anyway, afterwards, we realized the men we thought we'd be when this finally happened had died, but were not mourned, for in their place, fleeing from island to island, from breath to breath, were 2 butterflies burst from a single cocoon. And for once, my heart palpitations felt wanted. For once, my body felt wanted. For once, I was wanting this life, this messy life, to carry on, to sail, to cheer, to burst. Thank you.
Amazing.
Bradley, whenever you're dropping that clothing range, just let me know, because boy. Okay, we have one more performance just before we go into a short break, and we're going to let you know some details about going to the bar and just a few things as well. So we've got one more. Can we make some noise, please, for Sensei J? Come on.
One, two, 1, 2. Can everyone hear me? Yeah. Okay, so it's been a minute since I've come to Beat Freaks. Last time I performed was 2019. But the piece I'm going to perform is called View, and I did a recording on it on my YouTube, but this is something of a live performance. Okay. I choose to view life in a different viewpoint. I needed to rub my eyes just like I'm waking up for the first time. Needed my vision to be crystal clear, far from 2020. That was a dark time. The devil was out to get me like a beast trying to make its mark. But the Lord is my cord. He helped me forge a silver bullet to scare the enemy. That's a major score. Victory through God. I can't be on the blind side. I'm trying to be on the right side. I'm trying to sit by the late side, just deep in my life, being called a wise guy. I stay away from guys that lie, same guys in that play alive. Had to say bye-bye to that double life. It's rightfully the best way because I'm trying to stay in the light. Sometimes I look to the night sky, starry-eyed. I call out a prayer. I pray for change, and I don't want to be changed. It's all about being unchained. And I pray to my Heavenly Father that He can help me create those keys. I'm trying to open more doors to see more sceneries. View.
Live performances and all that, you know. Come on. Come on. Okay, well, who's happy with what's been going on so far? Make some noise.
It's been the best first experience of Poetry Jam.
Yeah. Who's ready for more? Well, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait a little bit, so we're going to teach you some patience. But before we do that, just a few things that we want to announce. So the first thing, we said at the start, make sure you're following us at Beat Freaks on our social media channels. We've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But if you tag us on Instagram, we're going to pick a lucky winner, and you will have a chance to receive a £20 Just Eat voucher. Come on, Nando's. Or anything else, but, you know, Nando's. Make sure you do that. We've got another thing, actually. It's really, really important. So, Shuma, you know this already, but what we do, we don't get to put on like for free. Money comes from somewhere. B Music has hosted us really graciously. But for us to put this on and make this possible, we get funding from Arts Council. And one of the things that we need to do to evidence and keep going, we want to show to them that, hey, we've got a diverse population that come in here. We don't just get the same people that take up the opportunities. Have a quick look around the room, is in the room, just so you're aware that we're not playing. Yeah, we do this to make sure that you get this opportunity. So what we're going to ask you to do, I've got my amazing colleague, Ruth, here. I mean, come on, the outfit's quite cool. Can we make some noise for Ruth as well? Amazing. So this is probably the bit that is not